Hi, my name's Steve Torsa. I'm the founder and managing director of Wholesale Investor and CRISP. Just want to take this quick short video. Basically, as an investor subscriber to Wholesale Investor, I thought it's sort of important for you to understand how we actually help set up companies and how we curate companies for actually promotion on WI. So for this specific video, I actually will do another video on the curation of opportunities, which will come up. But this one's specifically on the process we actually take companies through. So some of the key things we're looking for around companies, obviously the board of management, we're looking for existing shareholders. We're also looking for traction metrics, which will be relevant to you as a potential investor. We're also looking for government grants or sort of industry awards. That way, when a company's being recognized by the industry, it also helps you understand that level of interest in their offering as well. And when they're B2B businesses, we're typically looking for blue chip clients as their client base. And the reason is we know that in that procurement process, there's a certain amount of DD that's done on the product itself. So that's a high level, but really what sits above that is also the sector timing, because we're very well aware that a rising tide lifts all boats. Now, that's just the high level. That's how it's on the curation. Now, on the way we set companies up, I just want to make it clear that what we're trying to do for you as an investor is we're trying to streamline the way in which you receive information, and we're also trying to help you come to the fastest decision possible. We understand that, from the investor side, it's frustrating when you're looking at these opportunities in this space, and you don't often verbalize it, but we understand it, in that you get information from different directions, they're all in different formats, no one's got a certain type of structure, and you spend a lot of time figuring it out, and then also going back and forth with the companies, continuously asking for information and so forth. So basically what we've done is over the last 12 months, we've basically set up a lot of templates and frameworks for companies to utilize. So for the pitch deck framework, we've given an exact step-by-step guide as far as what goes where at different stages, so that you get the information in a consistent format. If you look at the overview setup in CRISP, it's also set up to be in alignment with what you would expect to receive in a pitch deck as well, but can provide some high-level information for you before actually requesting access to a deal room. Now, not only do we help in the guidance in the structuring of the pitch decks, and also give reviews and give feedback on companies' pitch decks as well, we also provide feedback about what to put in their frequently asked questions. The reason we do that is because the goal from our perspective is we want our clients to be answering your questions before you ask them. Or if you ask a new question that that someone else, they may have not have answered before, then that also then gets added to the frequently asked questions. So what that helps you do is it helps you sort of streamline your interest process. And also what we do is we encourage companies for the first step from a communication standpoint. As I said, they receive email templates, and they also receive guidelines for the first conversation. So simple things like that when you go to have a conversation with them, we want them to understand a little bit about you as well, right? Because often, what founders do is they'll talk mostly about themselves, but never get to understand really what you're looking for in an opportunity. But we give the strict guidelines that first conversation should be no more than 30 minutes. And that's really important for us because we want them to know that, you're not expecting to have a 3-hour conversation for your first meeting. The first one is just a really high level get to know you, and also to communicate what are the key sort of growth drivers for the business and the key sort of areas in which they see as the opportunity for themselves. And from that, I said if there are additional questions that you have, then obviously there's the opportunity to have a secondary conversation. And we don't really sort of put frameworks to that, but it's just most important for us that first conversation is 30 minutes, because we know that from your side, if you're interested in the business, you will want to ask more questions, and you probably will want a longer conversation than 30 minutes, right? But just that first one is really important. So hope that helps in sort of understanding how we actually set up our clients. Yes, we do provide templates for every part of the process. We even provide a flow chart for them. And also we help, for example, if you say to the company that no, you're not interested, that you're not going to go ahead with the investment, we encourage you to provide feedback as to why, because we're also encouraging companies to take that feedback on board and to utilize that for their strategy. Because I know from my own experience that rejection from investors has actually ended up being really great ammunition for me for going forward, in that it's been ideas for my business model, it's also been ideas for the company, it's also given me just sort of general strategic sort of ideas as well. So it can actually be really quite helpful. But whatever the reason is, it's completely cool. We've helped our companies understand that if you do not want to participate in an opportunity, that's completely fine. But we have encouraged them to keep you up to date with their progress, because we very much understand that at any time, at any sort of milestone that's relevant to you, you may change your mind and you may look to participate. It's just it's a no for the moment, but it's not a no forever, if that makes sense. So I hope that helps in sort of understanding the sort of guidance that we provide wholesale investor companies in utilizing the platform. If you experience anything outside what I've described now, please do let our team know so we can make the company aware and also make sure that the process is being stuck to. Thank you very much.